Can I remember exactly the story so far? Or what is a recap? My best
Recap, please.
So, full recap. You headed to Icewind Dale on the trail of a stolen magical staff. There, you headed to the town of Bryn Shander to find that winter had come early. So it's about the equivalent of September, but Bryn Shander has already been racked by huge snowstorms and blizzards, and there's all kinds of beast attacks coming through the snow as well. There you found there was a racketeering rig going on where people were doing a protection racket. You investigated that a little bit. Then you found there was a barbarian Hedron who was charged with basically causing this winter problem. He was going to be sentenced to death by exposure, and you rescued him, basically making a deal with the speaker of Bryn Shander to get him out of town. Then you found a warehouse on fire and found that people were attacking a weapons crate, which you salvaged and managed to get a whole bunch of silver weapons out of. You then met a dwarf who wanted bodyguards to take you to the Dwarven Valley. So with Hedron in tow and the dwarf held the silver stream, you headed to the Dwarven Valley, where you found out the Dwarven Valley is in basically not quite civil war, but like split into two factions. One faction is the loyal dwarfs. The other faction is gathered under Beric Hammerstone, and they have collected this stuff called the Black Ice, which are these seem to be magical trinkets, which affect things. You also found out there was a spate of zombie attacks coming from the mines. You investigated the mines where you basically fought your way through several zombies, found a mysterious figure who whispered at you and taunted at you, and he ran off, much to Arrakis' dismay.
I am going to kick his ass!
So you followed him out of the mines, and you found out he came out a passageway somewhere up Kelvin's Cairn, which is it's like a lonely peak up in Icewind Dale. You lost track of him in the snow because the snow meant his footprints were being refilled in, and then you headed back around Kelvin's Cairn to the mountains to the Dwarven Valley and the area called the Dale Drop, which is basically the northern entrance to the Dwarven Valley. You saw a little troop of guards, which looked like they were carrying Black Ice items. So Sid, or El Cockwind, acting like a little winter fox, managed to evade them. And you all managed through the snow, managed to evade them, and you are now at the top of the Dale Drop. So you're at the very end of the Northern Valley. So you are actually quite a distance away from Lord Silverstream's halls. However, it's starting to get dark. In fact, it's probably dark by now because you spent quite a bit of time chasing through this mysterious figure through the mines and then losing track of him and heading back to the Dwarven Valley. So it is early evening at the moment.
Right. Didn't we stay on the edge of this? Didn't we find this town? No, we just got to the edge of it.
You're on the edge of the Dwarven Valley. So the Dwarven Valley is this valley which heads up, basically points in the direction of the Kelvin's Cairn, which is this big mountain. You'd come in from the south originally, and what's happened is you've gone through loads of mines, you've come out the other side, and now you're back at the northern end of it. What you do know is the eastern side of the valley is loyal to Beric, which is the person who has been found this black ice and is trading in it. And then the western side are like the loyalists. They're all sort of loyal to Lord Silverstream, Stokely Silverstream. That was it.
Stokely, I remember him. Yes, right. Okay, well, I think it's time we found somewhere to either kit down for the night or break into somebody's house and steal their bed.
Bit of robbing.
I hear it's something you're rather good at.
So you're saying we're going to become landlords and/or real estate agents?
Oh, less of the agency, more of the occupancy. That said, we could always force ourselves upon this Beric chap and indulge in his hospitality.
So far, his people haven't been that hospitable to us.
No, indeed. A lot more hospitable when they're dead.
This is true.
Besides, we can't be too far away from them.
Based on where Stokely said that Berwick's halls of black ice where you are, you'd probably judge you are probably about a mile, half a mile from them, maybe.
A lot closer than Stokely.
You're considerably closer than Stokely, yes.
There we go. And after all, I am rather keen on speaking to this individual. Anyone looking around?
Actually, you're probably about 5 miles from Stokely at the moment, but about 3 miles from Berwick.
That's as close to Berwick as anyone would ever get, surely. Well, what are we doing, chaps?
Right. Sorry, I'm just trying to fiddle with my notes here and sort my stuff out. It's all changed.
Can you hear us all, Derek?
Yes,
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I can hear fine, but the video chat's just doing nothing for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm same. It's just not playing the game. But anyway, righto.
Well, I'm as ready and prepared for any coming conflict as any time. So I'm ready to make a call on Berwick if we need.
Excellent. I like your spirit, sir.
Although I wouldn't mind picking up a shield.
I'm sure we could find one. These dwarves with the dwarven contingent we've successfully avoided, thanks to our little silver fox here. I'm sure there's going to be a few knocking about.
Right.
Okay, so you guys heading further into the valley and basically heading towards Berwick's area, are you?
Yes.
Okay. So the Dwarven Valley is reasonably sheltered compared to the mountain you've just come off. So the snow's not quite as deep. It's a little bit easier to traverse. After about an hour of walking, the valley is kind of on a hill, so you're kind of moving down a hill away from the mountain now. So you're heading downhill. As it's going dark, you notice, or you don't notice anyone in particular around. It seems to be quite quiet. But you approach what looks like kind of the main entrance to the eastern side of the Dwarven Valley, which is kind of quite obvious because they've got this like massive structure that sticks out of the mountainside with these like kind of dwarven runes and faces and things like that carved into it. And the entrance is like a giant dwarf's mouth you have to walk into. And standing on the steps to this are another group of dwarves kind of standing guard. Have you all got dark vision?
No, I don't.
You don't. So you would have had some kind of light source with you as well. So you can tell they've seen you coming because they've all got dark vision, so they've not needed them. So they've obviously seen you before you've seen them.
Oh, bugger. Oh well. Time for the chat. In that case,
Go talk him to death.
Yes. In which case, I think a bold approach is called for.
So what are you doing?
I shall wander up to the gate, bold as brass,
Okay.
with a grin on my face.
What do you want?
I'd like to see your leader. Cheesy as that may sound, my friend.
He looks a bit confused at that point. Where would we take ye to see our leader?
Because I have an offer for him. One he can't refuse.
And how do we know we are not one of Stokely's spies? Or worse, a 10-towns assassin?
Because I carry this. And I'll pull out the enormous black rock I'm carrying.
Crazy.
Hello. Whip it out. Show it around. Yes, boys, it's massive. and then put it away.
Okay, their eyes do go quite wide, and there's a definite look of greed in their eyes at this point. Oh, right. I think you best come with us then. You
Excellent.
notice as well that whereas everyone else you've been seeing is wearing like some kind of a trinket or jewelry made from black ice, you see the odd thing like someone's wearing a pendant or a ring or bracelet. The main person who's speaking to you was carrying a battle axe made of this material.
Oh, wow, okay. Sid, is there any way your character... actually, if I beckon to Cockwind as we start walking, I'm assuming you lot are coming with me. I'm not on my own here.
No, we left you all like half a mile back.
Oh, that's fine, that's cool. Whatever. I'll manage. As we walk forward, I'll just drop back very slightly and just nudge Cockwind. I assume you can relieve these individuals of their trinkets on suitable occasions. Let's run an experiment to see if they start mutinying against their lord.
All right, let's start with the necklaces and stuff. Rings are a bit more tricky, but let's start with the loose stuff.
Indeed. Don't arouse suspicion, but whenever you have the opportunity.
Well, if you keep them busy, do what you do best, and I'll do what I do best.
And if it all goes sadly wrong, we have a barbarian to help us.
Absolutely, we'll need some barbarian backup.
As long as we get him a shield.
I can probably
So
steal
what are you
one of
trying
them.
to do?
Right. So I'm going to scout about for somebody that's easy to rob. So I'm looking for something. I don't want rings and jewelry and stuff that's complicated to nick. I'm looking for either a brooch or a necklace, something like that. Bracelets, maybe even.
So what
purses.
they've done is the dwarves have led you into the Dwarven Valley, which is you can tell it's the same kind of architecture as what you saw in Stokely side. But what they've done is they've surrounded you, so a bit like prison guards, like escorting someone.
Okay, so they've circled around us.
Yeah, they've circled around you. So you go for like one of the guys towards the back, so that the guys in front can't see. And if you do a sleight of hand test,
Roger, wait one.
Oh dear.
I see no way this can go wrong.
Sleight of hand's not too bad. I've got +5 on that.
Oh, you had to say it.
You had to say it.
Fucking hell. No good can come from that.
no. So you kind of sidle up to one of the dwarfs and kind of like your hand kind of tries to steal the brooch that's going in it, and he sees you straight away, bats your hand away, and goes like, "Grr!"
Oh, so just come now, friend. I was just inspecting such beautiful craftsmanship.
Yeah, you can buy your own.
Well, I would very much like to. If you would point me in the direction of a local shoppy, I will certainly buy my own.
Don't worry, but you'll see back soon enough.
Oh, excellent. Now, may I see your brooch?
He kind of like, he's not quite sure because he's kind of proud of it. At the same time, he's quite protective of it. He doesn't really want you to. So he's not entirely sure what to do with it at this point.
Come now, my friend. Show the little.
He kind of like shows at you, but like kind of that kind of look but don't touch kind of approach.
Okay. So I'll inspect it. And is he wearing any other bits of?
Is it just me or has everyone lost it?
Come on.
Oh,
I can hear you there. You're right.
There we go.
I've got Steve, but that's it.
So the dwarfs have lost everything.
I can still hear
They're
people.
still there.
I can see and hear everybody.
Yeah, same.
Okay, I'm back. I can see Sid now. I can see
Okay.
Andy moving. Can I hear everyone?
Jesus.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
This has got more bugs than a crack hole with the sniffles.
It's just garbage. It's really shit.
Anyway, let's soldier on.
it wasn't working. It was better than this last week, you must admit.
Oh, well, maybe the server's humped.
So you're led into, just like when you were in Stokely's, you were led into a large hall. Ignore the map. It's a little bit generic, the map I've given you.
I've seen this one before.
Yes, exactly. Towards the back of the area here is a large forge, just like you saw in Stokely. So the room is quite well lit with a fire of forge, and there's braziers around. It's quite warm in here, which, of course, considering you spent most of the last few days freezing your balls off in Icewind Dale, it's quite nice to have a bit of heat. The guards lead you in, and in front of you, kind of sitting on a stone throne, is this extremely grumpy-looking dwarf. He's got very bright blonde beard and hair, but he's quite imposing because he's wearing a suit of plate mail made from black ice. And across his lap is a maul made from black ice.
Jesus.
Going a bit in all in there, isn't he?
He's kind of surrounded by a couple of. You've got the guards that have brought you in, guided you in on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side. But he's got two guards with him, which are both got big axes made of black ice. And then there's a human woman wrapped in furs that's just standing to his side. The guards shove you in and then all stand to one side, and then the guy sitting on the kind of stone throne goes, "Who are ye? Why are you here?"
Well, they let us in. That's why we're here. Why are you here? Who are you?
"I should kill you where ye stand, 10-town spies, assassins, all of you."
You're welcome to try.
No, traders. Traders. We are traders. No assassins here.
Do I look like someone from 10 Towns?
He has a point.
Dwarves, you've come to steal the black ice, no doubt. Explain yourselves.
Oh, your little trinkets are of interest to me.
Aye.
Come, tell me how you came across this wonderful material.
Why? You want to know so you can steal it from us?
Oh, I have no need for it, sir. I know more about it than you can possibly imagine.
Really, do ye? Lies, no doubt.
Well, perhaps. But I've seen what it does to you, and I know where it comes from.
He looks a bit like kind of surprised there, and looks at his two guards. No, you have come to steal it then.
Really? Do these horns really not give the game away? You know where I'm from. Do you know who I am?
No, I do not know who ye are. And
Oh, that's
quite
because
frankly, I
haven't
don't
been you
care.
mentioned. Well, I know who you are. You have quite the reputation round here.
I do.
And it isn't a good one.
Why? Because I've given the dwarfs back their birthright.
Part of being miserable bastards, yes.
You should watch your tongue in front of me, lad.
Why? You're going to give me a licking?
If needs be.
I don't think you could lick that high.
You can see him grinding his teeth at this point. Give me a good reason why I shouldn't cave your skull in where you stand, boy.
Because I have this. And I'll hold up the rock.
What is this? You can see his eyes light up, but the woman who's standing kind of to his side, her eyes really light up at this point. Ooh, what is that?
And I'll put it away again. It is mine, my dear, and that is all you need to know.
So, lads, why are you here and why are you waving that at us?
Well, I'm interested in where you found this source of material.
Aye, likely to steal our source. Oh,
No.
that's what all you that's all you 10-towners do. Come here and try and steal our resources. At this point, the woman steps forward a little bit. Well, Beric, maybe if you and she gives you just a bit of a nod and a wink that Beric can't see, and goes, but you're bringing the dwarves kind of full, and you're bringing them forward, and everyone's going to want to tell the tale of Beric Hammerstone. So surely it's worth knowing the history of Beric, how he became such a mighty dwarf and leader of the Dwarven Valley. She can see it kind of nodding to you at this point and trying to usher you on.
We'll is she ushering towards her or away from her?
No, she's kind of giving you a nod and like a wink at this point. Behind Beric's back, because she's standing slightly behind Beric at this point. Like kind of whispering in his ear kind of thing.
She seems a bit like the guy in Lord of the Rings.
You mean Grima?
Wormtongue. Grima Wormtongue. I feel
No,
like
she's trying to help us.
Nah, she feels like more puppet mistress than...
No, she's trying to help us. Have no fear, my friend. I'll just nudge Cockwind.
I don't trust her, mate. I don't trust her.
Is there any way we can try and understand exactly what she's trying to do, Steve? Can we use it as like a perception or an investigation or something?
Yeah, if you want to use a perception check, if you want.
Is it insight?
Oh, insight. Sorry, yes. It's
that'll work.
insight, yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. That's not going to end well.
Are we all doing one, or is it just you?
If you want to do it as well, you can do.
For God's sake.
Oh God, how do I whisper? Oh,
It's like /W and then the player name.
/W, that's it.
Okay, so I think Andy, Sid, and Adam all think that she's got the hots for them. I don't know if I see anything different.
Okay, so you can tell what she's trying to do. She's trying to get you to encourage him to tell you where the black ice comes from. You know, she's kind of saying, like, play up to the praising him, you know.
Yes, indeed. I mean, look at the trinket I've brought. If I can spread the good word, you'll be famous not just throughout Icewind Dale, but throughout the whole of Ferron. You could rule these lands.
Just look at my friend here. Look at him. He clearly is someone who has a line on such materials.
Indeed. Where do you think I got this? It wasn't from around here.
Make a persuasion check, Arrakis.
No pressure. I'll do.
Yeah.
Smooth as a baby's arse.
So he kind of goes, yes, the legend of Beric will last for the ages, like a dwarf legend should. I'll admit to you, I was but a simple stone mason. But then that human came along, looked for an expedition up on Kelvin's Cairn. But it was dwarven knowledge. It was my knowledge that led him to the right place. Uncovered that husk of a man from the ice.
Ah. Hang on a minute. Hang on. What's his fucking name? What's the name of this? What's this dude with the stick that we're looking for? What's his name?
Vailish Gant.
That's Vailish. Is Vailish human?
He was a mage, wasn't he, of some description?
Yes.
It is your understanding he's human, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I wonder if he's talking about him when he says that human, or is it going to be the dude in Bryn Shander? My money's on Baelish Cant.
Oh, why don't we ask him? Let's ask him if he had the staff. That should be a dead giveaway, shouldn't it?
Yes. Tell me, sir, did this human carry a rather large and impressive staff with a large jewel on the end?
No, he didn't.
Ah.
Anyway,
Tell me, what was his name?
He says his name was Pelidor.
Pelidor. Interesting.
Well, he's my new friend now and business partner. Pelador helped us find this husk of a man buried in the ice. And with my dwarven skills, I led the man to the
Tell me, what was
ruins.
this husk?
No. I won't fall for that trap, tiefling.
Trap? No trap, sir. I told you, I have no interest in your...
Then why
rocks,
are you so interested in where the source of the black ice is?
Because I want to know where mine came from.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Is that it? Is it?
That's pretty much, yes. Currently, mine seems to be ever so more impressive than yours.
Oh, no, Arrakis.
He
Give
kind
the
of
man
looks
credit.
down and says, he's got this. He's wearing armor made out of it, and goes, "Do you want to try that theory out, lad?"
Well, it can't hurt. Is it metallic?
No, he's wearing armor made completely out of this obsidian
not.
black ice. Yeah,
It's not. Okay.
and it's quite nicely crafted as well.
Okay.
Now, Steve, as a little bit of a thief, would I have one of those little monocle things that the jewelers wear?
The diamond
No,
inspector.
no, you wouldn't have one. You would have to.
No, I would have to buy one. Okay, all right, fair enough. Can I try and approach Beric and make a move to inspect his armor more closely? You know, trying to show my interest in it, the craftsmanship of it.
While you're doing.
Yes, so I'm gonna sort of mosey along while Arrakis was chatting, and I'm gonna say, yeah, Arrakis. No, I'm sorry. This stuff is good gear, right? It's better than your lump. Look at the craftsmanship on this bit of plate armor. It's spectacular. Look at the fixings.
I must admit, feeding into his ego. He puffs his chest up.
It is rather shiny. I'll give him that.
Oh, it's more than shiny, Arrakis. It's much better than your lump.
My lump. I'll tell
Look
you.
at its shape. Look at the curves. I mean, he's got an 8-pack floating on this bit of plate armor.
I'll play into this as well and start to walk forwards slowly. Well, I mean, let me have a look. I mean, to be fair, I mean the axe here is. I mean, the maul is impressive.
It's good gear, isn't it?
Never diss a man's maul.
I tell you what, if it can't be said that dwarves don't make some good gear, I mean, it is impeccably made.
That reputation is true. I mean, all the dwarven smithies have the best
Could you
reputations.
imagine the people that would buy this stuff from us in 10 times? We
That
can
is
make
true.
a killing off this
And
gear.
further south, just think of Waterdeep. Waterdeep.
Absolutely.
That there.
I mean, they'd love this stuff. The
good
hipsters would go mental.
A good name of Beric could be heard throughout all of Waterdeep, and I'll just sort of look at him
Oh,
and just sort of raise my eyes. You know,
As you're doing this, you can see that the woman who's speaking to you she's obviously looking a little bit worried. There's a slight bit of concern looking across her face. She goes, maybe they are spies and assassins, Beric. Maybe they're just trying to take away. I mean, we've already got an agreement, Beric. We've practically signed the paperwork. You wouldn't want to give it to Devessa's spies here.
whose spies did you just say?
Devessa.
Vessa's spies.
Devessa Shane was the speaker of Bryn Shander.
Oh,
Yes, of course.
You arranged.
We're on a mission for. Yes.
You arranged to free. You spoke to her to free Hedrin.
Yes.
No. Vessa, the
got work
speaker of Brincha, she
We've lost
wouldn't
Beric.
know a good deal if it came up and bit her on the bottom. Now, Beric, you strike me as a man who can have a bit of a deal. We've got the shop fronts. Just imagine it. Waterdeep, Luskin. We could hawk this stuff everywhere.
Do you want to make a persuasion check, Sid?
Oh,
Deception check, actually. Deception check rather than persuasion. Because you haven't got any bloody
I've
shots.
got nothing. You're lying.
Beric seems to be pretty impressed with your proposition and goes, I see now. Oh, it looks. He leans back and looks at the woman. Looks like we might have a bidding war. So,
So let's talk. Let's talk some cash then, Beric.
yeah, she looks at the guy and she goes, "So you guys, your master has only promised Luskan. These are promising Waterdeep in the south."
No, we can promise far more than that. We have friends who are traveling. They would take it with them and sell as roving salesmen. You could sell to anyone and anyone who had some coin. And let me just let you into a secret. We do both legit and illegit deals. So we're not fussy.
Whoa.
We'll sell.
No, let's be fair.
Sell to anyone.
Not illegitimate. Less
No.
legitimate.
No. More ones that the law may frown upon.
Well, let's just say that our morals are somewhat flexible on the matter.
Absolutely. If the coin is there, we will make the deal. Simple terms. Double your readership, if you will.
So what are you proposing then?
Right, well, that's a good question. What are we proposing, lads? I'm going to turn around now to Arrakis, and we'll have a bit of a with the other guys, Imnek and Sylfina as well, and just work out what are we actually trying to offer.
So as you're talking to this again, he leans back in his throne and looks at the woman standing at his shoulder, and he says,
We've lost Derek. I'm just going to point that out.
We know he's been saying on Facebook that his internet's died.
Oh, okay. All right.
he just said his internet was back, but you need to re-invite him to the video. I don't know how to do that.
How do I? Can you do it, John, if you're the leader?
Because according to my video, he's still there.
Here we go.
Oh,
Hang
no.
on.
Oh, no.
Goes. There we go.
There we go. Excellent.
Started into it. Okay.
So yeah, he leans back and he says to this woman, "So, yeah, what does your master say about this? What does old Valish reckon he can give us? I think he's going to have to up his offer."
Valish. Now that is a name we do know.
Is it?
It is Valish. So Valish is the staff bearer. He is the
Valish is
master
staff
of
bearer.
her. Yes.
And he was also working for Vesas or whatever it was, wasn't he? Because he was doing something for the Speaker Lady.
Well, yes. Well, to be honest, at this point, Arrakis is really all he's concerned about is an interaction between his rock and this armor to see what happens.
Well, I reckon once we strike a deal, we could double cross this geezer. We got to build that trust first.
Yes, indeed. I'm all on board with that.
So I think we need to hustle him a little bit more, give him a convincer, and set up a long con.
Yes. Okay.
What,
Well, let's listen to what he says. Let's listen to
Derek and Adam. What are you two guys doing at this point while these two are making this deal? Are you guys on board or doing anything else?
Well, I don't even know what the deal is, so
Well, they haven't made a deal yet. They proposed a deal.
I don't know what it is.
I'm not a talky chap, so not really.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I cut out just as Sid was started talking, so I've got no idea what's going on.
Right.
Okay.
Basically, we're basically talking Baelish up to try and be part of his. Well, essentially, we're blagging him to essentially get information and the source of this rock to try and find out who is working for it. Turns out it seems this lady is working for Valish, who's the guy we're after, who's got the staff that were the reason we're up here. But it turns out Devessa is the lady who we talked to in Bryn Shander.
She was a speaker, but we had that.
Speaker.
We had old Penfold looking at, didn't we?
Yes, exactly. So we've got her covered. That's fine. We need to have this, and then there's also a human called Pelidor who found this husk in the ice, which is where this lot found the black ice from. So we don't know who Pelidor is yet, but Cockwind is trying to Run along, con, and I'm
Yeah.
all over that shit.
We're trying to convince Beric that we can make more money for him by selling his stuff through more channels, both legal and illegal channels. So we're doubling his shop front, and it appears Valish has only offered him Luskin as a sales opportunity, whereas we're offering Waterdeep and a few others as well.
Hmm.
So what we're thinking is, if we keep him riding this little merry-go-round, we'll get sort of into the good books, and then we can try and relieve him of some of his black ice stuff, and see if it turns him back to normal.
And potentially his life.
Well, if it comes to that, but I reckon he's salvageable still.
We shall see. Question though, whilst he's sitting here with his maul sat on his lap, are the two visibly interacting like my rock with anything else?
No.
I had a feeling you might say that. In which case, I'd once Arrakis and Cockwind have finished their little tete-a-tete, I'll just turn to Baelish and so, my friend, what say you? Can we be of assistance?
So, our little friend Backer here, pointing the woman to his side,
Backer. Okay.
is offering to take 5 cartloads of goods, of product to be determined, to Luskin, and she's offering to pay 500 gold pieces per cart.
500.
What's your counter offer?
What do you reckon, Cockwind? We don't really get out of bed for less than 1,000.
No. Let's not forget we've still got Helda in our back pocket here, and we can extend our reach by using her pockets to fund our little con here.
Oh no! What I mean is, I'm just basically going to try and talk him up. So if I just casually say,
but we got to remember, we got to be able to convince him. So don't talk us up too much, because we've got to find this cash to buy it all off. I think we want a payment upon sale or return.
To be fair, my friend, I don't get out of bed for less than 750, so I don't think 500 will be too difficult to beat.
And for that, we provide the carts, we provide the labor, and we'll come and even dig the shit out if we have to.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting counter offer, don't you, Backer?
And the pockets of Waterdeep are very deep indeed.
She looks.
1 second.
My master can. Damn it. My master can agree very favourable rates in Lusco.
Come now, Backer. We know Valish's pockets are not that deep. We know him very well.
She stops and has to think about this quite deeply, and all this time, like Beric's like tapping his fingers on top of his maul. I thought you were the only bidder, didn't you? We weren't prepared for a counter offer, were you? A bit of business competition, were ye? At this point, I'm tempted to kick you out and give these men the business.
Competition's healthy.
Beric,
wouldn't you say, Beric?
Yeah. Allow us a demonstration, if you will, of our seriousness of offer.
Tell me more.
Are you able to reach Stokely on our behalf with a messenger?
Stokely? I'll not speak to that scum.
No.
Selling our birthright.
You don't need to speak to Stokely. However, our cart is waiting for us at Stokely with driver and the coin. Now, if we are willing to trade, we must make contact with our cart and our coin, and we can get this ball rolling. We could do it by the end of tomorrow.
Aye.
So
That
spare-
sounds fair enough.
Spare us
You-
that
you-
messenger.
I'll tell you what. You head over to your cart, and dawn tomorrow we'll meet. If you can hand over the money for the first shipment for one cart, 750 was it?
750 was the deal. My good friend said yes.
Then you get first shipment.
No,
And then
no.
he turns back to Backer and goes, and if you can come up with a counter offer, you'll have to have the coin yourself. She's like, but it will take me 2 days just to get to Bryn Chandra and back. Well, you should have thought of that, shouldn't you?
Well, no,
Come now,
Beric.
Backer. Valish sounds like a resourceful man. You can do better than that. I didn't think this would be that easy. Give me some kind of challenge.
She seems to be getting a bit desperate now. She goes, they're lying, Beric. They're lying. They haven't got the cash. They're just trying to get into your good books. And he's like, very well,
How much-
maybe they are, but 20 of my finest warriors will make sure they don't try and back out of the deal.
Only 20.
Oh, Beric.
And
what?
my mace, cocky young tiefling.
It is an
Very-
impressive maul, sir. May I have a look, if assuming I can even pick it up, being such a weak tiefling as myself?
His mood changes like on a coin toss. It's like, no, this is mine. Get your grips off it.
Very well. Men, keep hold of it by all means. I do not wish to take it. I wish to
Um,
merely see it.
Make a persuasion check.
Okie doke. Persuasion.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No, you are here to steal it, aren't you?
I suspect I
Yeah.
would be able
God
to
damn
pick
it,
it up,
Andy.
sir.
Beric, no. What my esteemed colleague here is trying to do is trying to understand what our first shipment will comprise of. Will it be maces? Will it be that beautiful armor in which you sit? Or will it be, excuse me, will it be unrefined product for us to work on your behalf?
Make a persuasion check.
Bloody hell. Hang on.
This is why I don't talk to people.
He's not
Good.
entirely. He didn't seem to be entirely swayed, but he has kind of come around a little bit. It seems he goes, "We'll not tell you how to forge it. That's a secret of the dwarves.
Very
Do
well.
you have any specific in mind?
Well,
Jewelry,
perhaps
items, weapons, that kind of thing.
there is one.
Now be
possibility
gone.
that-
You've insulted
One more thing, sir. There is one more possibility that add even more value to this bargain.
Go on.
What if we could enchant your weaponry?
Enchant it how?
Well, make it more powerful. I am, after all, a wielder of the arcane arts. And just
You can see at
pull a
this point,
fireball from my hand.
Backer looks just completely exasperated at that. But she goes, they're just bullshitting you now. They're just completely like making shit up. And you're
Silence, woman!
Arrakis.
Well, like as he says that, I'll use prestidigitation to create a brief crown of fire around his head.
Oh, thank you.
An illusion.
Oh, very nice. Very
Actually,
nice.
to be
indeed.
fair, I don't actually need that because when I do cast magic, I get blue fire around my head anyway. But by all means, exacerbate it.
Now,
Make an intimidation roll with bonus, with
Okay.
advantage.
Okay, thank you. Advantage, intimidation.
blimey.
There we
Set that
go.
up, we do.
She immediately backs down and shuts up at this point. And Beric kind of finds his quite humorous. He goes, first light tomorrow then. First light at the south end of the valley.
And
This is a trap. Are you indeed intend to double cross me?
Not at
I'll
all,
cave your skull in.
sir. I would welcome that demonstration. And just casually, as I say, we'll just go until tomorrow, and as we'll casually sort of turn around, pull this rock out again from under my robes, and just move it near his maul, if he's holding it up.
There's It's definitely vibrating. It's like humming at this point, and you can definitely tell it's got a pull because that's the biggest concentration of this black ice you've seen. His armor and his is more.
So is that pull only in what Arrakis is holding, or is Beric's? So Beric's Maul isn't doing anything.
No, you can't see Beric's Maul doing anything, but Arrakis can feel, and it's not. Whereas previously it was kind of a gentle tugging. It's a little bit more kind of It's a bit of a strong magnetic feel now. It's definitely being drawn to this material.
Right. Okay. I'll put that back in my my pocket before anything weird happens.
Even with it in your pocket, it's still vibrating slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Still a slight hum coming off it.
Is that something in my pants, or am I just pleased to see it? Right. We better get out of here before he changes his mind.
As on our way out, Steve, is there any? Can I do like an investigation? I'm curious to find out more about what he's got lying around in terms of this stuff. Is there any obvious signs of forging?
Make a perception check.
Oh God!
Walking around with your eyes shut.
It's too dark in here, boys. It's too dark.
With a fire. Yeah. Okay.
It's obvious. As I said, the center of the hall is the forge, which is at the back of them, and you can see they're working on stuff. Well, it looks like they've stopped working on the forge when you came here. It's basically so everyone who was working around it could watch it. So even though like I've shown the map of the people, there's loads of people like one hanging around being watching this conversation. You can't see what they've been making, but they've obviously been making something in that forge. You can just make out like weapons and armor to one side and other bits and pieces like farming implements and stuff like that.
And all the guys in here are acting a bit twitchy, aren't they?
Yeah. It's you don't need like insight or that to do it. Or you can tell that basically everyone in here they're on edge. They're all like tweaked. Everyone's been kind of like, you could see like everyone holding a weapon. Their knuckles are white because they've been holding their weapons so tight.
Okay. Right, Beric, it has been fine doing a deal with you, sir. We shall see you at dawn tomorrow.
Okay, guys. Go on.
Before we leave, I just sort of Imnek will just looking at all the guards and everything around, or just sort of to get a good idea of what they look like, how they dress, what sort of equipment they'd have, etc., etc.
So most of what they're carrying is kind of standard dwarven stuff. It's kind of common for every dwarf you've seen in the area so far. So various bits of types of armor, but mostly it's chainmail. Most of them are carrying axes of some description. So some of them have got double-handed battle axes, some of them have got one-handed axes, and of course we've got a shield strung across their back. I assume that's what you're asking about.
No. It's because I've got disguise self, so I wanted to get an idea of if I used it, if there's any defining marks that I could make myself look exactly like one of them.
There's appearances from kind of like what they're wearing and facial features and that. It's exactly the same as the other dwarfs you saw in Stokely's side. They're kind of dwarfs. They're all the same to me, kind of thing. They're a short man with a big beard. But the only thing that marks these out, in fact, make a persuade. No, you don't need a perception check, but make an insight check, Derek.
Not great.
So the only thing you kind of notice is just that what you can see that are obvious ones is that some of them have got a black ice item like a brooch or a necklace or a bracelet that you can make out, but that's the kind of thing you're looking for, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I said the ones who are closest to Beric have got more extravagant items like helmets or a battle axe made of the stuff.
Okay.
Other than that, they're not really anything distinguishing between them and normal dwarves. So,
one thing, Steve, just before we go, just on following on what Derek was saying, is Baka got anything anything? Has she got any obsidian or black ice?
No, not that you could see.
Okay.
And she, as I said, she's human. Obviously wrapped up for winter travel, much the same like you would have been.
Okay.
If you make, I suppose it's an investigation check.
All right.
Nice.
So her clothing that you can make out of is similar to the kind of styles you saw when you were in Luskan.
So Luskin, as in the thieves guild type Luskin, or the cutter crew, or what they're called, reefers.
Yeah, the ship Brefner are the people.
That's the voice. That's the voice.
In Luskan, yes, it's that kind of style, the ship's crew style.
And does she have the tattoo? Is there any, or she totally
You
covered up?
can't see because she's covered up.
All right.
Okay, so the dwarf guards escort you back out to the valley and kind of just unceremoniously just dump you out the front door and head back in.
Just before we go, I mean, happy with that, but to just catch whatever her name's eye, what's her name? Bacca's eye, just until tomorrow, good lady, and wink at her.
She just narrows her eyes at you.
I have such a way with the ladies. Okay, we're outside.
So you're back outside. It's probably about the equivalent of about 9, 10 o'clock kind of thing. So temperature's dropping even more than normal. So it's ball achingly cold outside.
Excellent.
And you're probably about 3 miles from Stokely's section of the Dwarven Valley.
That's about an hour's walk, I'd say.
Wow. Nothing for it, boys. We'll have to walk it.
Head back to Stokely. Well, we did say we were going to go that way anyway, so I say we get back to friendly ground, chaps.
Yes, quickly. Bloody
Indeed.
cold down here in the snow.
Okay, so it takes you.
I'm sure you take it.
You're right, Sid.
Oh, it's just this. I'm getting this hay fever. It's all this dust, I think, or something in the air. It's just causing me a lot of dry throat.
So it takes you just over an hour to head back to where you first met Stokely, and you're ushered back in to the warmth, back into the forge. I got to admit, even though the building you're in and the hall you're in is very, very similar to where you'd been in Brenner's barracks area, it just feels lighter in here. Even though there's the same amount of light, everything just feels cheerier and just a happier place. Right. So it's not long before someone ushers Stokely up to you, and he's like, "You're back.
We are.
You are. So how did it go?"
Well, not entirely terrible. We've managed to run a little bit of a con. We may need your help.
Well, Arrakis, come, you skip right to the end here. Let's back up a bit. Tell him about his dwarfs. That is, after all, what he asked us to do.
Oh yeah, they're dead.
We found one alive, Stokely. We hope he
Okay.
returned to you safely. We sent him on his way.
Did you find what was causing these zombies?
Oh yes.
In a manner of speaking, but unfortunately the little shit got away.
Sorry, I'll be right back again.
We know much, Stokely. We have found that there is a necromancer who has been dug up by Beric, but Beric, he was led astray by a human named Pelador. Does this help you? Do you know this man?
I vaguely remember. I vaguely remember this man coming and visiting and saying he was looking to do an expedition on Kelvin's Khan and was just after wanted to hire some dwarfs to help guide him. That's all I know. I know Beric was one of that part of that expedition, and the rest of the expedition never came back.
It seems that expedition found something they probably shouldn't have.
They found the husk of this frozen dude, and alongside him, they found the black ice.
I don't know where on Kelvin's Cairn that would be, unfortunately, but it's a big mountain.
Well,
No problem. We are preparing to bring Beric back to you. We understand your affection for the man. He's not himself at the moment, but he can be helped.
You think?
And
You think there's hope?
there's hope. We need your help. We need Helda's help, and we need to pull off one hell of a con.
it seems this black ice has altered him. If we can remove him from this black ice, they should return to normal.
That sounds. What's your plan, boys? What's your plan?
Plan is simple. Still simple. We will buy ourselves favor with Beric by offering or by fulfilling a trade deal that we have bartered with. We have outbid the rivals who are being who are fronted up Valish Gant, another man who you may be aware of.
Name's not familiar, no.
It is a man who I have a particular interest in.
There's a mage, an old, very old, carrying around a staff, the jewel setter.
He's not made his way to this Dwarven Valley, so
No matter, no matter. We will surely run into it now that we have scuppered his plans somewhat with Beric.
Not yet.
Do I miss anything?
No.
Really. Now
So, what do you need for your plan?
we need carts and we need money. Can you help us?
He kind of looks at you a bit strange. I can give you carts, but what do you need by money?
In order for us to fulfill our part of the deal, Beric needs us to pay up front for the first cart. We must convince him we are genuine, otherwise he will never trust us for subsequent.
And what do you propose to do once you've traded for this material?
We propose to bring it to you, sir, so you can advise us how it's forged and provide us some information.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Arrakis, come, I know you're cautious with this stuff. We need outside help. We cannot
We've seen what
understand
it
it.
does to the dwarves.
We have. We
don't
must
want to infect this
must
plan.
find a way to weaken its grip. We must find its kryptonite.
I suspect
Helda's like been listening to this, and she goes, "Well, the plan was always to sell some of this at Mirabar."
Now, Helda, as much as we would like to profit, we must agree with Arrakis that sell it into the hands of weak-willed individuals. We must keep up the ruse with Beric to get him on side, and it will cost us, but ultimately we can save Beric and the other dwarfs.
Make a persuasion check, Sid.
Oh, bloody hell. Not going to end well.
Oh, you don't know what the difficulty is yet.
Okay, that's not bad, actually.
Stokely seems actually quite rather impressed with the idea. He goes like, "Aye, no doubt if we can get Beric from out of the sway of this evil stuff, then the money's not lost. It will just come back to us, and there's little cost on reuniting the dwarves and the clan. Aye, I'll agree to this. We'll front you the money from the Silver Stream funds. It'll cost us, mind you, but I think it's worth it."
we can always get your money back. After all, if it all goes horribly wrong, we'll just murder him and bring the money back. It's not all bad.
He kind of sighs a little bit at that, and he goes, I hope it doesn't come to that, but if needs be.
I think with some help we can find a weakness in this stuff. There's always weakness.
Arrakis looks extremely skeptical at this point.
So, the hour's late. I suggest you gentlemen take some rest. That sounds that you'll need your sleep ready for tomorrow to outsmart Beric.
Or outfight him, one of the two.
Aye. We have quarters here you can use if need be.
Thank you, good sir. Much appreciated.
Thane Stokely, there was a human woman called Baka there, who was the agent of this wizard we have talked about. I suggest that you keep your sentries, have them keep their eyes open for her. I believe she may be magical in nature, but do not want her sabotaging our deal before we are able to make it.
I'll keep that in mind, thank you.
An excellent point, Imnek. She looked upset.
Okay, so
Right. So I'm now gonna take a small, quiet conversation with Arrakis out of earshot of the others because I don't think I can't remember. Do the others know we've got the trinkets?
I think everyone knows you've picked up trinkets.
Okay. Oh, well, that
We
case,
literally
Well,
watched
no,
you
no.
looting them.
yeah, that's all right. That's good. I couldn't remember if I did it all past them. Okay, so I don't need to be so secretive then, right? Arrakis, those trinkets we collected.
Yes.
How come you aren't affected?
Honestly, my friend, I don't know, but I have a feeling it's something to do with my, my ancestry.
What if
Shall
it's
we
not?
say.
What if it's something you carry? What if it's what if part of your resistance we could harness?
If it is, I don't know how.
Well, think, my man. That is our way in. That is our way to make money. Deal.
Well, either I am naturally resistant to this effect due to my heritage, or this rock I carry provides me some resistance to it.
Now that rock is different to the other rocks.
Indeed.
Is it, or is it just the same but has the enchantment that you spoke?
Well, it certainly has some kind of power. The power I wish to unlock, which is why I need to speak to these mages in the tower, which is why we need to find Vadish. I have no interest in these dwarves.
Why yes. To get what you want, we must help these dwarves.
Indeed.
So as you're having this conversation, Hengar walks over and goes, "The troubles here in this Dwarven Valley are deeper than I thought. But I have troubles of my own, and I understand that this is dangerous and there's definitely black magic at work here. But tomorrow morning at first light, I need to make my way to the Reghead, the Elk tribe, and aid my tribe against Hedron."
Very well, sir. I tell you what, can you give us a map so we may join you later?
I can, though I can't guarantee it'll be very, very readable. It's not my forte, unfortunately. But I will do what I can.
Excellent. Although, to be honest, by midday tomorrow, I suspect this deal would either be concluded one way or the other.
I would love to be able. Go on, sorry.
So I said I'd take Hengar to one side and then just have him explain the directions because I'm familiar with this area, so I'd probably have a good idea of like what he was talking about.
So Hengar explains that basically what you need to do is head out of the Kelvin's Khan and get towards Bremen's Run, which is a path that leads kind of north, and then head north across the tundra, and basically gives you some stars and basic like very broad things to follow, like follow this star until this time until you see this mountain peak and then follow that kind of thing. Basically tells you the general gist of it is head until you get to the glacier, and then you'll know. It gives you some indication of where to head once you get to the glacier. It's a little bit rough. He sketches something down on some parchment the dwarves give you, but hopefully it's enough to get you through.
Okay.
Sounds like the kind of directions I give when I'm drunk.
Turn left at the pub.
Go through the door, sit at the bar, done.
Right, I'm just going to take this brief moment to recharge my my beer.
He does also say there's an alternative way in which it's slower, but it might be easier to stop me from getting lost. So he says the quickest way is basically to head kind of north, northwest, and then once you're round Kelvin's Cairn, which is a mountain, head more or less directly northeast. And he said he gives you some indication. He said an alternative route is to come out the Dwarven Valley and head east until you hit one of the rivers, following that up, and then follow the glacier around north. He says it's a longer route, but there's less chance of you getting lost.
Okay.
Okay, so you're all given some quarters to sleep in, which allows you all to take a long rest.
Hurrah!
Right, that lets me change my spells, I believe, didn't it?
Yes.
So I get one. No, yeah, I got one hit die back. That was good. Who's making all that fucking noise?
Peanuts.
Sid getting some
Jesus Christ, man!
Sid playing with his nuts.
I got all my slots back. Hurrah! Fully charged sorcerer, ready to party. And it would seem Arrakis is rather keen on spoiling for a rumble. It's been a good half day since I unleashed some fire. I'm getting twitchy.
Right, so I think we still need a plan for tomorrow because it can go down quite badly if we're not careful.
We can only hope.
I can pass myself off as one of the dwarves. I could potentially infiltrate in as one of their company.
How in the name of Christ are you going to pass off as a dwarf? You're 7 foot tall.
Man, you've got magic.
I'm 5'7" and I have disguised self as a cantrip.
It's a hell of a disguise. You're going to lose 2 feet. What are you going to do? Walk on your knees?
At 5'7".
Yeah, dwarves are only about 4'6".
You can drop a foot off at least with disguised self.
Okay.
They're a medium creature, so I can do it. A halfling I might struggle.
I won't stop you. I'm just amused by the fact that a 5'7" dwarf.
I have interest.
Just tall dwarf.
Have any of us held the black ice?
Right, so now several of you picked up some of this black ice. So, who has got black ice items?
I have one.
I've given mine to Arrakis at the moment.
Yeah, I have most of them.
So I've given Arrakis.
Oh yeah, I've got an amulet. I think it is you gave me. Let me
I wrote it down. Hang on, let me
I have
find
a
it.
bracelet.
I have. And I have an
you should
amulet, 3
have.
rings, 1 bracelet, and 2 pendants of magical obsidian.
Yep, that's right.
Right. Can anyone who's holding a black ice item make a charisma saving throw?
Charisma. Okay. Charisma.
I've swapped out Cure Wounds for Healing Word,
Hey.
which is technically a weaker
Oops,
heal, but
sorry.
it doesn't take my full action.
Take that as a 12, I think, Steve.
Okay.
The first one, because I had John by accident. For God's sake, Sid, shut up if you're dying. Do it quietly.
Sorry, mate. I'll mute myself next time.
Ha!
Okay. So you'd Sid. Oh yeah.
I don't have any.
Okay.
I gave all mine to Andy for
I never
safekeeping.
picked any up, so
And you're not
I don't have
paying.
any
Right.
either.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So my question was: is this
Yeah.
stuff affecting us?
It doesn't appear to have. No, you don't have any on you, do you?
I don't have any, but
Arrakis. It doesn't appear to have. No.
Morning, all. How are we doing?
hang on a minute. Arrakis, have you just woken up and said good morning to us?
It turns everyone else violent. It turns Arrakis nice.
Turns him nice, just in the opposite.
Nice. No, I'm just eager to get on this bloody road. I don't like Beric. I want
No.
to hurt him.
None of us like Beric, but he's still savable, and in our interest to be saved, I venture.
We shall see. Let's just say if he comes to any harm, I shan't be shedding any tears.
Oh, nor will I. But I think it'd be less profitable if he does come.
Profit is of no interest to me, my friend, but you already know that.
Profit will buy us the favors to find what you seek.
I'm all about the favors.
Now, Imnek, Sylfina, shall we do this? Have we got a plan?
Sure.
You don't sound convinced, Adam.
I need to see if I can acquire a shield again before we head off.
Yes, you can.
I'm sure we can chat the dwarves up, or you can buy one. I mean, we're in a forge after all.
Now, Imnek, have you gone for disguise yourself?
Hello.
Derek?
Yes, I'm typing.
Ah.
Well, I'm only able to do so for an hour at a time, so I'm not sure there would be any point doing so until we get closer.
Okay, understood.
What, may I ask, what do you hope to achieve with your disguise? Because if we turn up as, I mean, will he not question the lack of one of our number?
I'm sure you could smooth over it, but
I'm
it is
sure I
just an
could.
option.
Is Hengar gone now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So at first, it's just before the first light. Hengar fills up with provisions from the dwarfs. Bids you all farewell and good luck in your endeavours, and heads out.
So,
Okay.
here's what I propose we try and achieve. The key to this is to remove black eyes from Beric.
Oh.
The club, I reckon we can manage. Plate armor, it's a bit more interesting. So, anybody got any ideas?
Oh, fire will do the job, I'm sure.
Well, taking these guys on, but we didn't come that well.
We did, we murdered them.
Yeah, they only had rings. This guy's got chunks of stuff on it. Plus all
That
of his
just makes him-
friends.
I'll just make him extra grumpy.
No. We stealth. We need some stealth here. We need to do this quietly.
Well,
I'm
the
with
ultimate.
Cockwind on this.
Do we have any poisons or any sedation or something we can take him out of the game quietly and do what we must do? Anybody got anything?
I wouldn't have thought so. We haven't picked anything up.
No. No
We're
spells or
not magic- we're
cantrips
not-
or anything?
unless
Adam's
Adam's got
spells are
something.
most likely to have something along those lines.
That
well-
melts acid arrow, that's kind of acidy. Do that.
Not really stealthy though. When he starts screaming about the acid burning him.
Yeah, but you know, he's going to be distracted.
No, I do not have any stealthy poison stuff.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Have
so
any
Druid aren't-
non-stealthy poison stuff?
I mean, I can just straight and spray poison in his face, but that's not going to make us any friends nor be very stealthy, really.
no.
We're not trying to make friends. It's fine.
Right.
I may be able to cripple him with fear for a time,
Okay.
if that is of any use.
May
It
I
might be.
suggest we also try to get to this husk? I'm rather curious.
Yep, one thing at a time, though. I guess one thing at a time. We'll get the husk next. Once we got Beric on side, I exactly what I asked him to do. We saw him be back to himself.
Hmm.
So, here's my proposal then, gentlemen. I think we convince Beric to come to us this trade. Thereby,
With us.
oh yes. So we take him away. We try and encourage him to come to sell his wares, show off fine craftsmanship.
I doubt he will want to leave the source of his power. He doesn't. He's
Indeed.
clearly paranoid. He won't trust anyone.
I concur. He won't leave alone.
No, he doesn't have to leave alone. We just need to less of men.
Hmm. Well, there's one way to lessen his men.
And there is. Frontal
Fire.
only leads to a long protracted argument.
Well, we already know how many men he has. 20 doesn't seem so many.
20 versus 4 of us is many.
Yes, but we have a barbarian, and I have very powerful spells.
The barbarian's buggered off, remember?
No, not him.
Most of them.
Imnek.
Hello. Oh,
I
it's
don't
like
think Imnek's a barbarian.
Is Imnek not a barbarian?
No, he realised he had his stats wrong, I think.
Oh.
he's
Barbarian
confused.
aesthetic.
He's properly confused. Right.
Let's
I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Jai.
Right. I'll just be back in a second, guys.
What's your plan, gentlemen?
Murder, I mean,
Heist of the
persuasion.
century.
Heist of the century, yes.
I think we're gonna have to see how it goes, but I do think we need to solve this quietly. Anything a bit shouty is just gonna lead to one of us getting killed. There's no way we can take on 20 guys. We've got to thin the numbers at least.
We shall see.
Yes, I think that is the best plan.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay, just bear with me a brief moment.
Now, is Stokely sending any men with us? Help.
Well, he wants some advice on that. He wants to know what your plan actually is, so you can kind of understand what he needs to do.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I must admit, I'm not entirely clear on this plan either, my friend.
Oh, nor am I. I'm kind of making it up as we go along here.
That is entirely obvious.
Now, Stokely, I think that we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared for this going away. Can you spare any strong, trusted dwarves to help us? Should it go south?
I can. Are you sure it won't antagonize Beric?
Well, I think we should
Almost
present ourselves, and with your dwarves remain hidden. Should it
Eric
kick
isn't
off?
exactly a fan of this side of the valley.
No. That's why we need to mix some quiet in with the aggression. If Stokely's men stay hidden by the ridge, by the tree line, or somewhere out of sight, it's enough to see what's going on.
The last thing I want is this breaking out into civil war.
Exactly. There's no need for a fight. Not unless we absolutely have to start.
In which case, I don't want to risk more dwarves. My feeling is that I can borrow your men, but they're to be used as a last ditch resort. They'll be far away and far behind your line.
I would
Very well,
concur.
Stokely.
Insistence. I think seeing my dwarves will just antagonize Beric further.
I agree.
Very good. I agree. But we need that. We need those. Right. I don't suppose there's any sort of like siege weapons or something we can hide in the cart in here, is there? Big guns. Should we need to pull it out?
You mean a trebuchet?
No. Like one of those big those big things, ballistas or whatever they call them. We'll hide one of them in the car.
No.
Or any explosives, any
They're the
bombs.
size of a house. You're not going to get them in a horse and cart.
Any mining explosives or anything you might be able to.
No, there's no explosives because there are no explosives in Faerun.
Good point. You did say that last night.
Apart from magical explosives.
Okay.
What would there be?
I
No,
have
I mean,
expertise in there.
the weaponry is kind of personal weaponry to attack against.
Okay.
There's nothing for siege. There's no siege equipment in the Dwarven Valley, basically.
Well, if you don't ask.
Well, you've not been told about anyway.
As much as I admire your enthusiasm, young halfling, turning up with a trebuchet may antagonize our partner.
Or
as it were.
correct. However, some small fireworks strategically placed. You may be thankful.
Let's just treat this with the power of chat.
All right. Very well. In which case, lead on, Macduff.
So, Stokely hands you Helder's, or Stokely and Helder give you their cart. So it's the cart in which you travelled from Bryn Shander to the Dwarven Valley. And Stokely gives you, very reluctantly, gives you a bag of gold coins. And there's this distinct feeling that he's not giving you troops to guard you, but they're just as much, not just to guard you, sorry, but they might be just as much to make sure that you're not running off with 750 gold pieces in a bag.
I will take it for the group.
A wise.
Arrakis would feel somewhat
Although if I do
slighted
do
at
my
the
disguise trick-
insinuation.
Sorry, I missed both of you then.
Go on.
If I did do my disguise trick, I might need to hand it off to someone else.
Indeed. Arrakis would feel somewhat slighted the fact that the Imnek just lifts it. Am I not trustworthy?
No, you're very trustworthy. We know you'll take it.
You're already carrying such a big rock around with your Arrakis. I wouldn't want to weigh you down further.
Indeed.
Now, enough chit-chat, gents. The dawn is about to break.
Okay. So, you grab the cart and head out into the valley and head north. And it's not long before, it's not long, it's probably about a mile up from where you've left. You can quite clearly see Beric and his men are waiting for you.
So, before we get too excited, have they seen us?
It's daylight and you're moving kind of up the what's it called? Is that your spell? Is it, Derek?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But they're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to see you, and you're not. Remember, you are dragging a cart behind you at this point.
That's fine. Have they got Bacca with them?
Not that you can see. No.
Okay.
Right. In which case, we'll just carry on forward. Balls as brass, confident. This is going ahead.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So as you move further forward, you hear like the nearest dwarf kind of shout out and go, "Hold ye!" kind of thing, and then Beric steps forward, looking bold as brass in his armor, and he's holding onto this mace as well as this maul, carrying it with him. He goes, "Have you got the money, or have you backed out the deal?"
Have you got the goods, my good man?
So he kind of notions to one of his men, and from kind of around the corner here, they drag a cart, and there are several crates with inside, and they open up the crates, and inside are all kinds of various black ice items.
Excellent.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. May we inspect the merchandise, Beric?
Aye.
All right, I'm going to mosey on ahead and have a look.
Okay.
Okay, so he takes you there, and basically there's one large crate, basically full of kind of odds and ends. It's not quite as much as you were expecting, but there's an assortment of, there's a few weapons. Because it's mostly dwarven weapons at this point. It's battle axes, various brooches, necklaces, bracelets, that kind of thing.
So am I now behind their lines?
So they kind of bring a couple of them kind of carry
Okay.
This crate forward, and where are you? So you can come to kind of here to inspect it.
Right. I'm now wondering whether I want anything of value described. It's just miscellaneous tat.
It's not miscellaneous tat. It's all finely crafted stuff made out of this black ice.
Okay.
It is, as I said, there's basically just a bit of menagerie. So there's jewelry, amulets. They're very nicely made. And they're obviously dwarven in design as well. So they've all got this kind of like Celtic knot kind of thing you get with dwarven stuff, and very angular designs as well. So there's bracelets. There's a couple of goblets in there, a hand axe, a war hammer, some braces, that kind of thing. The biggest thing in there is a battle axe. There's nothing bigger than that in there.
That seems less than we were expecting. Do you not trust us, Beric? I was expecting a cart. I was expecting a cart full, not a box.
It is a large crate which you wouldn't be able to carry without a cart. So
Okay.
Nah, Beric, this seems only about 500 gold pieces. Where's the others? Where's the rest of them?
An investigation check, Sid. Okay, so you do a quick kind of totting up on what you think you might be able to sell this for. And you reckon, depending on where you sell it to and to the right people, you could probably get between 1,000 and 2,000 gold pieces for this in the right hands.
For such a small haul, we're barely going to break even. It's hardly worth us hauling it.
That was the deal.
No, the deal.
Backing out
The
of it.
deal was a cart full. Look at my cart. Look at this crate. I can fit 3 of these crates in my cart. That was the deal.
Then I think you need to make a more specific order.
I think you are having a giraffe. More specific order. Cart, full, crate, not enough. Simple. Sure, we need to flash the cash. Arrakis, show this man that we're serious.
Well, I haven't got.
Or who? No,
cash.
Imnek. You've got it.
Imnek's got it.
Imnek. Show this dwarf that we mean business.
I'll take the pouch of coins out of my robes and give it a good jingle.
You see,
He sees his eyes glint up with a bit of greed. Then he goes, "I'm sure you understand. This may not look like small, but these are very finely crafted items, and they'll be worth a fortune on the open streets."
I'll tell you what we'll
You
do,
know.
Beric. I'll tell you what we'll do. You throw your plate armor in. Call it a deal.
Make a persuasion check.
Oi!
Oh, you know how difficult it is yet.
Yeah, I know. Gotta have some luck with that, surely.
He mulls it over and he's like, He looks round and goes, You'd have a hard bargain, halfling.
And what say you?
Or at the very least, your delightful mole.
Go on, you make a persuasion check, Andy.
Okay. This is going to go south, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, luck
How
would-
sensitive he is.
Oh, way!
Fucking dream team right there.
Oh, mate, we're smashing this one at the park.
So he looks at his maul and he goes, Aye, I can part with ye, but you're not having me armour.
Yes, you're probably right. They wouldn't catch that much money.
Sweeten the deal. Yeah. Well, in your kind of analysis, the armor's probably worth about 10 times more than the maul is, based on the workmanship and such like. So he kind of, in turn, kind of reluctantly, he hands over the maul and then takes like a warhammer, or takes a battle axe off one of these other dwarfs and stows that on him instead. And then stands there. So, you've made your deal?
You're a man of your word, Beric. Right. Well, right. How are we going to play this? How many of them are there?
What you can see there.
10 plus Beric.
What are the others doing? Are they fully tooled up as well?
Yeah,
or-
they're all fully tooled up. They're all fully armored up, and they're all standing around looking twitchy.
Some
So-
of them are looking particularly tasty.
Right. So we've got. So he's now. He's done.
Your audio's just gone for me, Sid. Can't hear you.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, no, there we go. You're back again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Beric. The deal is struck. But I have another proposal for you.
Oh no.
I still really like your armor. I think showing-
if ye want a piece of armor, we'll put that on the next shipment.
Oh, okay.
So, when do you want the rest of the goods?
When are you ready to ship them?
Well, we'll take time to mine more black ice and work and do the craftsmanship. I think that should give you time to decide what you think would sell best in Waterdeep.
Oh, why don't you come with us to Waterdeep? Oh, you can
I've
see
got
for
work to do
yourself.
here. I need to oversee operations here.
A man of your caliber doesn't do any work. You have all these minions to do it for you.
No, it's my fine craftsmanship that goes into this work. I know the secrets of the black ice and me alone.
Oh,
Uh,
so you're
at this
responsible
point-
for that shoddy job. Ah.
At this point, Imnek pulls forth his shield and with the recent accoutrement and shows it and says, "Oh, I do not believe you are the only one who understands the secrets."
Aye. Right, okay, it's taking me by surprise. What accoutrement is this?
So there's somehow Imnek appears to have a plate of the black ice covering the front of this shield that he picked up yesterday evening.
Oh. Nick, you are full. Now, Beric, it appears we have you at a disadvantage.
You liars, spies, thieves!
Not at all. The deal is good. The deal is still
The
on.
deal is off.
Au contraire, my friend, I'm not a spy or a thief.
Well, this you can
I'm
see
a
at this
con
point
man.
he's holding tightly on. You stole from the dwarfs. You. I should cave your
Quick, do you have
skull
the receipt?
We haven't given him
No.
any money yet.
No, my friend, it is you who have stolen from powers far older and more powerful than you know.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you now.
You couldn't reach, you're too short.
Ah!
Keep going. Yeah,
Roll
yeah,
for
great.
initiative.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's it. Now
You should
that's
put me
it.
on the map,
Kicked it off.
please.
You are.
You're down here.
Oh, well, that went well.
Don't think it's gone much better for me. Oh, hang
No.
on. Oh, bollocks. I forgot to clear everyone else. Let's get rid of Zanhorn. We don't care about Zanhorn. We don't care about Haval. We don't care
No.
about Senza. We don't care about an Orc. We don't care about the Dragon.
So are our dwarf friends going to join us now?
Hang on. Let me just make sure I've got these here.
Well, they've seen me wave the coins about, so
Mm.
Okay, so the dwarves are staying quite a distance behind, so it's going to be a round or two before they catch up.
Okay.
It's going to be. I'm going to decide Okay. It's going to be a while. You can give them a shout as an action to alert them, but they are quite far back because they didn't want to be seen by Beric and his men.
Okay.
So the guards go first. So, excuse me a moment. I'll just bring that up.
This is where we all die before we get a chance to swing.
Nah, we'll be fine.
See, if we die here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be very disappointed in you, Arrakis. You
At
have
least we
to-
know who to blame.
You had to call him a short arse, didn't you?
So the two guards
Pointing it
nearest
out.
to Sid
Uh-huh.
Cockwind attack Cockwind.
Fucking hell.
So it looks like you take 8 slashing damage, Cockwind.
Ah,
Okay.
you'll be right.
I'm nearly dead.
How much health do you have?
20.
Mm.
Well, I'm not the one who came up with this ridiculous deal. I was more than
Deal
happy
was
to
good.
murder
You
the
did
fuck-
facilitate it though.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Right, so that one's going to attack Arrakis. Does 9
see.
slashing damage to Arrakis.
Fucking hell.
This is your own fault, mate.
Do you want to
Whoa,
burn
whoa,
him?
whoa. Yeah, I do. Oh, hell yes. I would like to Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Which is
Oh,
hilarious.
the one just trying to hit you missed Derek.
Sure, yeah.
So what do I got? I got 9 damage. Jesus Christ.
Pretty much max.
Okay, Hellish Rebuke. Hello. Cast at level 3.
It's a reaction, is it?
It is, yes. I can only do it once a day, but it seems like it might be good fun.
So it's
Yeah.
a dexterity save, is it?
Yes, for half damage. Otherwise, you're taking 18 damage. No, that's a fail. Yeah, you get 18 damage on that.
18 damage. Blimey.
Oh, yes.
Right, which guard have I set as the initiative? Okay, yeah. Basically, he swings at you, does you a lot of damage, swings at you with his battle axe, slashes into you, but then burns to a crisp in front of your eyes.
Die!
Right. That one's going to cheese it to there as he makes his way down the slope.
You sure you wish to do this, Beric?
And this one as well. Start cheesing it down this way. And then the rest of them kind of move up. So he manages to get there to him. So this
It's
guy
around a
manages
lot
to
of
sprint
dwarves.
up to Imnek.
They won't be
Swings at
long.
Imnek and he misses because your armor class is quite high, isn't it, Imnek?
17, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, that would have, even without the shield, that would have missed.
Yep. And then this guy manages to run up as well. And again, he misses.
Ooh.
Outstanding.
And these ones come up here, up to Beric. Okay. So, Adam.
I'm going to cast Acid Arrow on the one running towards me.
Okay.
I think I've hit.
Wow.
I think you've
Nice.
hit as well.
Jesus!
So he's taking 9 damage now and 4 at the end of his turn.
For at the end of his turn. Okay. So, yeah, you hit him and you can already see his armor and that, and part of his skin is bubbling off. So, at the
Only
end of his turn.
considering fucking off. Yep.
Okay. Imnek.
Um,
Ooh.
so I'm going to cast Hex as a bonus action on the guy that first took a swing at me.
Okay, which was that one, yep.
And then I'm going to strike him with my sword.
Okay. That is not a hit.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
You just narrowly missed him.
That doesn't
Yes, you-
bode well.
Swing at him and it hits his armor.
Don't worry. I have a plan on my sleeve.
Bloody hope so.
Okay,
my turn.
Cockwind.
Right.
You've only got to run away and
Um,
shoot them.
Is I need to get out of here.
Can you disengage, run away, and then shoot them?
You can take disengage as a bonus action, can't you, Sid?
I can as a bonus action. Yeah,
Run up the hill and then shoot them from up there.
thinking that's what I'm gonna do. Can I get up the hill like this, Steve?
The hill will be difficult terrain, so it'll take you twice as much movement to get up the hill.
So I can get to here without any faff, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Move there. And going to use a short bow with my sneak attack.
You won't get sneak attack because friends aren't being attacked at the moment, unless you're going for
Oh.
one attacking Imnek.
One of these ones down here, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit him.
This
I
one.
have plans for that. I have this one. Oh, hang on. This one. I have plans for the other two.
This one.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go for that one, Steve, with me short.
Okay.
Oh, it's never hit, did it?
No,
Okay.
you miss. You're rather wide of the target. Obviously, you're sprinting up the hill has knocked you. You're knackered and can't quite get the alignment. Arrakis.
Okay.
Oh, Steve,
Right.
before you do that, can I do a dash or right as my bonus action?
No, because you took your disengage as your bonus action.
All right, okay, fair enough.
Right. It's 10 feet to there. And then, would you agree, DM, that if I cast a 30-foot, 5-foot wide Ganazar Scorcher, that would cover all 4 of the dwarves?
Yes, I would
So
say that.
these two, Beric, and the one here. So I cast it in that direction.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I shall do that. For it is
Okay.
fun.
You land this.
What's how long is it? 1, 2, 3,
30 feet.
5, 6. Can I move
So-
that?
I go to there. So it goes to there. It's 30 feet from where I am.
Oh, come on, pick that bloody thing. Yeah, I'll say yes. I was going to see if it hit Imnek or not, but it's just turning into a pain in the ass. So
Well, it's going through each of those squares, and it's 5 foot wide. So
yeah, okay.
okay, I shall do that. So yeah, 18 to hit, DC 13 save for half damage, and 14 fire damage to every motherfucker in that column.
You are yeah, okay. I was going to say you're very close to getting him, Nick, but not quite. I'll give you that though.
Yeah,
Okay,
see.
so everything needs DC 13. What does the hex do, Derek, that you cast on this chap?
So I deal 1d6 extra necrotic damage if I hit.
Is it only when you hit, is it?
That's correct, yeah.
Right, okay,
it's
so this
nothing to do with
first
me.
guy is going to make his dex save, and is going to make his dex save.
Okay, so he gets
Okay.
Oh, actually, but hang on, I can give him disadvantage on dexterity. Oh, dexterity checks, it's a save, so it's not going to affect that, actually.
Yeah, okay.
But I'll do that, I'll give him a disadvantage on dexterity checks.
Okay, so this guy here now. Is it half damage on a failed save or no damage, Andy?
half damage, I think. Hang on, let me double check. There's no way he's getting away with no damage. God damn it. Spells. Oh no, it's not in there. So let me just get Xanath then. I'm pretty sure it's half damage, dude.
What spell is it?
Yes, it's half on a successful save.
Okay. So, the first one made the save, the second one failed. So the first one took that much damage. Second one
Burns to
that
a
one.
cinder.
Burns to a cinder. Yep. This one here fails
Burns
the
to a
save.
cinder.
Burns to a cinder, and then Beric. Where the hell's Beric gone? Oh, lost Beric. I've lost him. There he is.
Let's just say fails.
He's the only
Yeah, it's
one with
easier.
blonde hair.
No. I need the character sheet. I mean, Adam.
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah. Because I've got character sheets set up for each of them. And
No,
Beric,
just assume he fails.
Beric does. Beric makes his save. Only
God
just
damn
makes it.
We don't want to
Nice.
kill. We don't want to kill Beric. Remember?
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. No,
Don't
we
we?
don't. We don't want to kill him. We want to keep him.
No, we want to burn him.
No, we don't.
What, like a
You
pet?
may
No, we-
want to keep him alive, but I have no such interest.
Yeah, no, because you can't see the profit.
Okay,
not
so it's
interested.
Beric's. Are you making a movement, or are you done, Andy?
No, I'm going to run away again because I've still got 20 feet of movement. So, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll go to here.
Okay. So Beric spitting venom and
Oh crap!
Just
I should have just gone.
call me a
How can he
stunty,
move
call me a
30
dwarf.
feet as a dwarf?
You can move 30 feet.
As a dwarf? Fucking hell! All right, fair enough.
He goes
A
reckless.
nimble dwarf. Oh, does he now?
Yep. Hits armor class 17.
Oh no, he doesn't. He casts shield. So no. I'm not having any of that. So I've lost the spell slot there. I'll cast shield, so that makes my armor class 19.
Okie doke.
So that puts my armor class to 19 until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what was that, Shorty? Hit me, will you?
Okay. Back to the guards. So the two fighting Imnek. One hits for 8 slashing.
Okay.
And hits for 3 slashing.
And
No, he
misses.
doesn't. Misses because yours armor class 17. Yep. This guy here will move there. Oh, sorry. Ignore that one.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, ignore what I said. Ignore that one.
Wait, didn't he give his maul away?
He did, yeah.
Yeah, but he's got a black ice
He just has a
warhammer. It's the
battle
same weapon. Yeah, it was battle axe. Okay, it's the same damage.
Okay.
Yeah, fair point.
And
That
besides, I'd have to actually find out what. Actually, it's slightly different. The battle axe actually does more damage.
Okay, we'll stick with the maul then.
I will. Let me just change that. You're all right.
It's presumably
No,
the
it's-
same roll to hit, though.
Slightly, yeah. It's the same roll to hit, but it's slightly different damage. I will.
And he
change
didn't
that
hit me,
down.
so it doesn't matter, because he's too short.
Yeah. So sorry, the guard attacking El Cockwind, armor class 12, and does actually no, it was armor class 11, and then this one would hit for armor class 12.
Both miss. Unfortunately.
Yes. That moves 20 feet to here and attacks Arrakis, armor class 15.
Nah, it's 19, remember?
19, yeah.
Thunk.
And then this one can't quite get to Sylfina, so gets to there. And this one gets to, he's going to cheese it. He's going to go his full move up to here. However, this one then drops dead.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, because the
acid
acid damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
He takes all his move to get to him, swinging in with his battle axe, and then.
Slowly dissolving as he goes.
Yes.
Nice. Nice shot.
It's basically like that guy from the end of RoboCop.
Yes.
And then his brain
Splat.
splashed across the windscreen. What a great.
Right, Adam.
Yeah, sorry, I have to check something, but I've got this spell set up correctly in Roll20. If I use a bonus action, does he get to do anything about that?
No, bonus action is just you get an extra thing. But if you're gonna, if you want to cast a spell as your normal action, it has to be a cantrip. If you're doing 2 spells, that's the only caveat, really. That's what you're doing, Adam.
Oh, sorry. I was going to class Flame Blade, but that's a 2nd level bonus action spell.
Do it.
Oh, might as well. So I cast Flame Blade. I can use my normal action to make a melee attack.
Okay.
Luckily, I've already got on here. So
Okay, 19. That's a hit.
oh wow, that was 3d6, 5 damage. Jesus, that's crazy.
It's pretty good.
2, a 1, or 2.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good.
Okay, so with a flaming blade, you hit him. It lasts 10 minutes. That does okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Imnek.
Right, Imnek is going to take a swing against the guy he hexed. And miss again.
That's
Not
a
doing
miss.
too well, my friend.
That's
Uh,
me done.
Okay, Cockwind.
Okay. Do I get disadvantage for using a ranged weapon at this range?
Yes.
Okay, in which case,
It's time for some daggers.
time for disengage.
Cheese it.
Yeah, cheese it back down to about here. So. Yeah. Okay. So there. I think that's that my 25.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Now you
Right.
can shoot them.
Okay. Now I can use my short bow, and I'm going to take on this dude here on account of I can do sneak attack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right, here we go.
That is a hit.
That's a hit. All right, so you need my 2d6.
Yep.
Right.
Oh!
I'm
Nice.
smacking him for
So
that.
basically, you
That
roll
smacked
backwards.
off.
You roll backwards out of the arc of these 2 guys up here. Swing it backward, get your short bow, and boom, and get this like right in the back of the skull. You know,
Back
just
in the
boom,
face.
and
We'll
he
have
just
some of
slops
that.
forward dead.
I imagine he does
Nice.
like a jump up and doesn't even
Ooh.
look and does it.
Ooh. Okay, that's your turn, Arrakis.
Right. Well, I'm engaged, so I can't really move without getting thwacked. I still have an armor class of 19, though, for now. Could be
Is it
worth
until the
running away.
end of your turn or until the beginning of your turn?
I think until it might be the start of my turn. I was thinking about it.
Until the start of your next turn.
Yes,
so
it's finished
it's
now.
open.
Yeah.
It's now only 14. Oh dear. Oh well.
Hmm.
Never mind. Well, in that case, I'm not going anywhere, so I think it's time to kick some ass.
So what are you going to do?
A Ganazar Scorcher is looking quite tasty, although Imnek might cop the brunt of some of this. Let's just see. So if I fire it that way, I'll get all 3 of them, won't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm spunking both 2nd level spells here, but you know what? I reckon it might be worth it.
I think you need to. Just don't kill Beric. Knock him out.
I can't knock him out. He's going to be incinerated.
Oh, bloody hell.
Right, he's getting it. He's pissed me off. I'm having him.
Okay. So it's
Oh,
DC
dear.
13. So right, let's do this guard first. So it's a dex save, DC 13. So this guy makes his save and takes 3 damage.
No, he takes 14 damage.
I've got 6 written on the screen here. That's your attack
20.
roll at the top.
There isn't an
Damage is the
attack
bottom
roll
one.
for. There isn't an attack roll for Ganazar's Scorch.
Yeah, but it's rolled the attack roll. That's 23. The damage is the bottom 1, 3, and 2.
There isn't an attack roll for it.
Yeah,
You set it up incorrectly.
you've set it up incorrectly then because it's setting an attack
Fucking hell.
roll. And that's your 23 is your attack roll. Your damage is 6.
It worked. Or it worked before.
No, it's worked. It's just your damage is 3d8, which is the bottom
Oh,
one.
you're kidding me! Fucking hell!
So the
Sick.
second one
That is like
makes his
awful.
save, and Beric makes his save.
3 damage each.
So
1
that
plus
takes
3
damage.
plus 2. You are taking the piss.
Are you cooling off, Arrakis?
I think
It's a
he's
bad
too
time to
easy.
do that.
Yes. Just blown both my high level spells as well.
Okay, so Beric is still going to attack Reckless again. He hits armor class 13, which means he misses. Even with advantage, he misses. So Beric
Nice.
swings wildly at you. He's just frothing at the mouth now. He's
Come
And
on,
the
you
guy- and
pathetic little
that's all he does.
man.
John just asked if you could have heightened that spell, Andy.
No,
That's
I'm not
second
high
level.
enough level.
Yeah.
I'm not high enough level yet, John. I'm only level 3.
So the guards want to get Sylfina here. That one.
Oh, actually, no, maybe I could have done. Shit, he might be right.
He's missed.
He's been.
Fuck.
How are you armor class 21? Oh, no,
Oh, no,
16, sorry. Oh, no,
I've got a
sorry,
shield.
Ah, you got a shield. Fair enough. Bloody hell. Right. The ones against Imnek. Hits, but for 2 damage.
Outstanding.
So it's just a flesh wound. The one against Arrakis. Misses.
Oh, I do have sorcery points. Shit, I could have done. Fuck. I keep forgetting I've got sorcery points.
And then these guys keep.
It's all right, Andy. I just glanced at my character sheet and went, oh yeah, wild shape.
Yeah, you can do that. You can turn into a bear or something.
Yeah, but then I'd have
Literally
to look at the
haven't done it.
stats or something.
And these
I
two
know, I
keep
did look
doing
at
the
the
Benny Hill dance with El Cockwind, and one manages to do 3 slashing damage. Sid.
Right, I
He
can,
hasn't-
however.
He hasn't landed
Miss.
it though. They're both misses.
I thought the second one was a hit. I think I'm oh, sorry, I
14.
looked at the wrong one. 14. Yes,
14
okay.
by my
They both miss. Yes. Okay, Sylfina.
Oh yeah, Bernie Blade time.
Lady
Still.
Blade time.
I can, however, buy another spell slot.
No, unfortunately, that's a miss, Adam.
Yep.
Okay, Imnek.
Well, this guy's really starting to piss me off, so I'm going to take another swing at him. Oh, for crying out loud.
One short.
I end my go.
Okay, Cockwind.
Right. First thing I'm going to do is get the fuck away from these dudes.
Bundle.
So can I move to here?
So where sorry said?
To
Yeah. If you go full pet, you got like a slope here.
yeah.
If you want to go, if you want to take it carefully, it would cost you like an extra. You'd only be able to move 20 feet, so that would take you an extra 5 feet of movement. However, you can
Okay.
go down full pelt if you want, but you'll have to make a dex check.
I'll just move to there, mate. That's fine.
Okay.
Right. And where's my book? I'm gonna do a this guy here.
Okay.
Because I get sneak attack against him. Short.
Yep, you don't even have to roll the extra damage. That's
done
he's
it.
gone.
All
Yep.
right, there we go.
Thank you, my friend.
Very welcome, sir. Now I could do some backup.
It is over to Arrakis.
Right. I am fed up with these little bastards. However, there's not much point in spunking 3 sorcery points to buy a second level slot. That's just crazy. So, is this dwarf wearing metal armor by chance?
No, he's wearing black ice armor.
Oh, what? Not no, you the dwarf.
Oh, the
one.
dwarf. The dwarf. That one there. Yes,
Yeah.
he's wearing chainmail. Yes.
Excellent. Right. In which case, I'm going to shock the little bastard awake. Shocking grasp. That gets me advantage on the hit roll because he's wearing metal armor. For the love of Christ.
At
Level
least you
3.
landed
Hey?
it.
No, it's only a cantrip, but I mean I hit the little sod, but still.
Yeah. If you sizzled him, there's a smell of burning dwarf beard in the air.
Excellent. Still, 4 hit points is pathetic.
Right, Barrick.
I could magic missile this little sods off.
Barrick critical hits you.
Oh, what?
And does
Ow!
12.
12. He does. So he does 5 plus 11 points of bludgeoning. Well, it's piercing damage because that should be his axe, and 1 point of cold damage.
Oh, 12 points of damage. Ow! Ah, you finally reached me. Took your time.
Okay, the guards. Right, the guards attacking Arrakis.
This isn't going to go well.
Critical hit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
13 points of damage.
Shit.
Hang on, that's actually going to kill me outright.
No, it's not, is it?
Well, I've only got 2.2 hit points left.
Ah,
It
yeah.
has to be maximum.
Yes, be your maximum hit points.
Oh, is it? Oh, right, in that case.
Yeah.
In that case, I am out cold.
Okay, now.
That
Told you.
seems unfair.
That's
2
fucking-
critical hits. Fucking hell.
Hey, you
Stupid
do it to us
idea.
all the time, mate.
Right, the one against Sylfina misses.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
And then
Apart
these
from last
two
week.
here. We'll take the time going down there and get 1 to there, 1 to there. And both attack Cockwind.
2 particularly ineffective spells.
And both miss.
Oh, god damn it.
Thank God for that.
Sylfina.
8. So in bonus action, I will actually use Healing Word on Andy, since I can actually reach him.
Hooray!
And it's a bonus action. Enjoy your whole 6 hit points.
Do you know what? That's actually a quarter of my total hit points, so that's fine.
Means you're not dead.
Thank you very much.
And then I'm going to smack the bloke in front of me.
Good man.
This is why I swapped out Cure Wounds, by the way.
Yeah, it's a
Good
good
lad.
one. It's a good save.
man.
We need some of that.
Much appreciated, sir. I owe you one. But first, I owe these little twats one.
Oh, we've hit for 11.
That's
Oh!
that is one burning dwarf.
Nice.
His beard catches fire.
Must be nice to
Uh,
hit your opponents.
Yes, you've still got movement. You've still got movement if you want it, Adam.
I'm good.
Do it. Get within range of someone and then shoot
Don't
them
waste
in the
your burning
face.
sword.
Oh yeah, I suppose
Use
so.
use it. Twat this little shit next to me.
Okay, Imnek.
Okay, well, seeing Arrakis having just gone down, I think Imnek would probably make a rush at the big bad, rather than the guys who are Benny hitting behind Cockwind.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Yeah. kill
Okay,
him.
Hey, he's back up now. He's fine.
I am. I've got a whole hit, 6 hit points. It's
Derek, you get advantage on the attack roll.
Yeah.
Nice.
So oh, excellent. So that raises an interesting proposition. So I sort of leap over towards him, and then I've now got a choice on what to do with my bonus action. No, I'll move the hex over onto him. So sort of shadows reach up from the ground to grasp onto him and tear at him, and I'll take a swing at him.
Good man. Oh, that'll do.
Yep.
That's definitely a hit. So you do 9 slashing damage to him.
And
And then you do your hex. So you do 3 necrotic damage to him.
That'll do.
and I
Nicely.
say, hang on, just trying to think, because he was talking about, how he knows all these secrets and stuff. I say, be careful what forces you meddle with, old man. Yeah, fool.
He's confused at this point. He's obviously he wasn't expecting you coming from nowhere, because as I said, he's gone reckless. So he's just swinging this axe just wildly now. So he's quite surprised when he takes his hit from behind from you.
And presumably the hex also sort of suddenly appearing and tearing at him.
Yeah. Cockwind.
Righto. I'm going to come to here.
Okay.
So there, I think.
Yep.
Okay. And I am going to sneak attack on the big bad.
You get advantage as well because you went reckless.
Okay. I'm not shooting to kill, but
Okay.
unlike the rest of them.
Fair enough.
It's hard not to kill somebody with acid, to be honest.
That's true.
Imnek only has 2 speeds, walk and kill, so hey.
I assume that hasn't landed, Steve.
That has not landed, unfortunately. That's gone far wide, even with
Crap.
advantage.
What is it?
Oh dear. It's the snow, mate. It's the snow.
It's Arrakis.
Right, I wasn't sure if I could bother. Oh well.
I would say the guard's probably a better idea than Blondie.
Well, there is one thing I could do. Magic missile. That can't miss.
I don't know at that range, mate.
No, it can't miss. It doesn't matter. It's brilliant. I just need to decide whether to cast it at second or first or second level. Let's go first level. Let's see what happens. As this, as the little piddly dwarf has taken some damage, hasn't he? I've fried him, haven't I? And I've hit
Well,
him.
next to you, yes.
So
He's looking bloodied and wounded. Yeah.
Excellent. In which case, I'm going to go shocking grasp. For the love of God.
Fuck's sake.
Actually, it's a miss, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a miss as well. Oh, no, you get advantage
80?
if you can stay. Yeah, no,
Oh,
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
He gets advantage and does 1 point of damage.
For God's sake.
Static shot.
Pulling the big guns out this time, aren't you?
This is the same as rubbing against a balloon.
No, it's really, seriously. At least I've not missed.
So Barrick turns around and takes a swing at Imnek. Obviously, because he's now taken a whack in the back of the head from Imnek. Again, he's going reckless. So he hits that. It's a hit, and he does 8 points of damage.
Oh, it does 8 points of damage to you. Right, that's fine.
Favoritism, clearly.
Totally
Right.
Roll20 hates me.
You always suspected, Andy.
This guard that you just gave a slight static shock to attacks Arrakis and hits for 7 slashing.
Oh, no, he doesn't. I'll cast a shield.
Okay. And where are these two going to go?
Where's Penny Hill going this time? Steve?
Right, that was going to attack Imnek because he's going for his boss. And he misses completely.
Nice.
I think that one would actually also do the same.
Ah,
Oh,
Still hit.
It is indeed.
Does 15 points of slashing damage.
ouch. Critical. These guys are good at going for the head.
Imnek is very bloodied and battered at that.
Well,
Okay, Sylfina.
see what I can do. Disengage. and I will
As
burn.
tempting as it is to sit like right here and cast Thunderwave, I'm not going to.
Oh, do it for
Because
laughs.
that would probably certainly take Imnek down. And could be kind of a dick move.
Totally worth it.
I'm not sure Derek would appreciate it.
It won't
not
kill
really.
him, he'll recover.
Also, it's a
He'll be
con save,
fine.
so they're likely to make it.
True, actually, yeah. Right, Ashford it is then, man. Come on.
I've still got my Burnie sword.
Oh, yeah, you have. Fuck him up.
I'm going to smack this guy, I reckon.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, yes. Much appreciated.
Unless Derek desperately needs healing.
Well, I've got my second wind, so I might be able to.
Alright, I gotta go before...
Yep. So you have, with your flaming sword, you burn this guy into absolute cinders.
Hooray!
And there's just a puddle of melted snow around.
Hi.
Imnek.
Contrary
Right.
to what I'm be casting, I am a druid.
Okay. So 1d10 plus 1. 4 hit points.
It could be better.
Better than a
Better than
poking eye.
nothing. It is. Better than a smack in the face with a wet sock.
I mean, I could. I mean, I'd be wasting my action. I could like give myself a bunch of temporary hit points as well. But I think like, actually taking him out is probably better.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll take another swing at Barry.
You get advantage again.
That's the game.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh!
Ooh,
15.
nice.
15 damage. That's rather nice. Puts him on that. He's starting to look a bit wounded now. It's like he's taking a bit of a beating.
Imnek's just ignoring what's going on behind him. Is just leaning in and wailing out on the guy.
Cockwind.
All right, standard cock affair coming up. We're
Take
gonna
out the bodyguards, man.
notch. Nah, man. I'm going for the big guy.
Ah,
Go
okay.
for the big guy. So you see, he's looking reasonably bloodied. Is he? Did you say?
Yeah, he's
And have I got advantage on him?
yes, you do have advantage because
Right,
you're reckless.
Okay, so usual thing. We're gonna notch you short, and then kick him in the fucking nuts with the sneak attack as well.
You've
So-
changed your tune.
I'm not killing him. I'm not trying to kill him.
Crap out of me.
I'm just trying to knock him out.
That's a hit. So you get your.
I'll get me
sneak attack
dice.
damage as well.
Right, okay, hang loose. There you go. Smack him for another 7.
7, so he takes 13. That's that. Okay. Arrakis.
He's still alive.
Yep.
That is disappointing. Oh well, hopefully he won't be after this. Right.
Don't kill him. Keep him alive.
He may have a point.
We need to know what's going on.
Yeah, I want to know where this husk is.
Mhm.
Fine. Shocking grasp. Oh, I don't have advantage on that.
Is it an attack roll?
It is an attack roll.
So if it's against Beric, you'll have
Oh,
advantage because you went reckless. Every attack that requires an attack roll gets advantage.
Okay, in that case, I might as well do it. Oh, for the love of Christ.
It's not a very high damage, that is it?
It's not, no. Well,
Actually, that doesn't-
actually,
That
You can-
misses.
Misses him.
16, really?
Yep, that misses.
Oh.
He's wearing plate. He's wearing plate.
Black ice, mate.
Black
Eight-
ice
18.
armor.
18 armor class is what I can.
Oh man, I should have gone for the meta.
Speaking of Beric, he will then. He's taking another swing at Imnek. He's just going full reckless all the time. He hits and does 6 damage.
That 4 points was very, very quick. It was very vital.
Okay.
Was indeed. I'm still up.
The guard at the bottom will attack Sylfina. and
Misses.
misses. And the guard at the top will attack Imnek and
Oh, no, I'm down.
for 8.
Oh no.
Sylvana,
help him
over
out.
to you.
I will cast Healing Word on Imnek.
Okay.
Yay!
See, that's how it works. Druid comes in, saves the day.
Well, gets people up for a bit. Have 5 hit points.
You like me less than him, Arrakis? That's just not fair.
Well, to be fair, I have done more damage.
And then I'm going to Flame Blade the other shithead standing in front of me.
Nice.
With a bonus action. Nice.
Yeah, that's why I took it.
Oh, Jesus,
Oh,
you're
Nice,
killing
good
it.
hit.
That's a nice hit.
Adam is all over it tonight.
Where have you been hiding these things, Adam?
Imnek.
No, well, that was both my second level spells. It's just that he Flame Blade lasts for a bit.
That's awesome.
I'm still deciding whether to go for the big hex. I don't know if he's the big bad for the day.
Well, he might not be. It's only dawn.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm thinking. The thing is, it also, if he were to die, it would also heal me a bit. But no, I think I'll sit on it for now.
Okay. Murder the wee ones.
This is against Beric. Oh, it misses.
This is not going well.
Cockwind.
All right, Cockwind's ducking and diving again, Steve. He's going to notch the old short bow, smack old Beric in the face. Not shooting to kill, shooting to wound.
I just shoot someone in the face, not to kill.
Well, I'm not shooting him in the
Yeah,
face. I'm
through the
shooting him
through-
in various other body parts.
Through
Man.
the cheek.
He
Oh,
might
yeah,
snap
he's-
the arrowhead off and like use it
Yeah.
for concussion.
So
Oh,
we
you
land.
use my green arrows, boxing glove arrows.
That's it. So I think I've landed that.
Yeah, and you do your So that's 12 damage.
You can't look too healthy now.
He's not very healthy at all now. Arrakis, it's your
Don't
action.
kill him, Arrakis. I'm going to keep reminding you we need the information.
I don't know how not to. Can I cast the spell and not kill someone? I'm not sure if that's possible.
Yes, you simply declare that the damage you're going to do is non-lethal.
Yes.
Oh.
You just say when somebody goes to not hit points, you can just say it's non-lethal damage.
Okay. How is shocking someone with electricity non-lethal? Let's find out.
Stun gun?
It's about when
Yeah.
it's all about when you pull out, isn't it? Really. That's about time you've landed that fucking thing.
There's now. Yeah, that's got to have hit him. That's got to have knocked him out.
That has actually knocked Beric out. Yes.
Yes. Boom.
So you are doing a non-lethal blow.
I'll just
yes?
tap him before I do this. I'll just tap him on the shoulder as he's trying to attack Imnek. Just go, I told you we'd win this, and just grab his shoulder and just.
Okay, so it's just the two guards left now. The top guard and Imnek misses. The bottom guard against Sylvana misses. Okay, Sylvana.
Yeah, I'm just going to hit him with sword. Bernie Blade.
Oh no!
Hell!
Really fucking hated this guy, apparently.
Yeah, basically
Barbecue
your
dwarf.
sword goes like straight through him like a lightsaber through his chest. So yes, he gets completely and utterly fried.
Nice.
Imnek.
Come on, man. Be all you can be.
I'm trying. I'll use my bonus action to move the hex over to the guy behind me and then take a swing at him.
Yep.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
I'm not having a good day.
No.
You got 2 10s, that's kind of impressive, really.
yeah, Cockwind.
Oh, good lord.
You don't have
Well,
advantage, remember? Yeah,
no advantage. I'm still going to do my usual.
Timora does not favour you, my friend.
Sneak attack on the last boy standing.
Murder him.
Nah, missed.
Missed.
Well, you get your extra damage though, don't you?
Not if I don't land it.
Not if he
Oh,
misses.
you missed. Sorry, that's a fair point. Give you that.
Okay. Arrakis.
Well, as this dick's at range, I might as well go for the tried and tested firebolt. Because Ray of Frost just seems unnecessary when we're surrounded by snow. Oh shit! Well, it's the first number,
It
Steve. It'll be the
hits.
18. Yeah.
Does hit, but only does 2 damage.
Two. Jesus Christ!
You're really struggling with damage rolls today.
I really am. I'm just like throwing matches at him or something.
Cantrips below level 5 are just, yeah.
So it's the guard who attacks Imnek. And
Oh,
hits
damn
with
it. I'm down
5
again.
slashing damage.
Oh shit!
And Imnek is up and down like a yo-yo.
Some fighter you are.
Uh,
just
so
kidding.
Hannah,
I've absorbed quite a bit of damage for you guys, you know.
That is fair. Well, that's
You're
kind
having
of
a good
goal.
meat shield.
It is true. You've done well. Actually, no, you haven't. You've missed. You couldn't hit a bull's ass with a banjo tonight.
he's been a meat shield. Sylfina, what are you doing?
Yeah. Can I
Cut
do
him up,
my
man.
normal action and then do my bonus action?
You can take a minute, your event. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see how this goes then.
Cut him up. Do it.
Miss.
No, that's a miss.
I'll cast Healing Word on Imnek.
Oh, you
Nice.
do love me.
There you go. You're up again.
Imnek, you get an action then because you've got some hit points.
Outstanding. Now, Imnek is getting really pissed off. And he channels that frustration
Oh.
into
Oh, good smack.
just
Hooray!
He basically gets
Hooray!
pulled. He doesn't just get hit with a sword. He basically like these black tendrils suck him into the ground.
I just ram my sword through his face.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so you guys have defeated the dwarf guards, and you now have an unconscious Beric Hammerstone.
Right.
Good.
And we will leave it there.
You bastard.
But I will say that I'm going to give you all a level advancement, so you can go up to level
Hooray.
4 by the
Outstanding.
next session.
Hooray!
Oh, next session, okay. I was going to say,
Yes. Well,
do
yeah,
something
well,
else.
yeah. By in between now and this session, sort out your stuff so you're level 4
That's 2 ability points.
or a feat.
I actually
Screw
get
that.
my Warlock ability.
I want a charisma and dexterity improvement.
Okay,
I will.
guys, it's time to call it a night.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks,
Thank
you
you
very
for
much,
playing.
Thank you,
That was
everybody.
good.
See
good
you in a couple
sesh.
of weeks.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Take it easy, dude.
All right.
Cheers, Dave.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. See ya.
see ya.